The beast has finally snapped. After years of loyalty, after decades of manipulation, after countless betrayals whispered in the shadows, Brock Lesnar just did the unthinkable to Paul Heyman. And what you're about to witness will shake you to your core. This isn't just another beatdown. This is personal. This is brutal. This is the moment when a monster reminded the world why they call him the Beast Incarnate. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll understand why this destruction, this absolute decimation of Paul Heyman, will be talked about for generations. You know, sometimes in this business, we see moments that transcend wrestling, moments that become etched in history not because of a championship or a main event, but because of raw, unfiltered emotion. And that's exactly what we witnessed when Brock Lesnar finally unleashed years of pent-up rage on the man who claimed to be his advocate, his voice, his friend. But before we dive into the carnage, if you're watching this right now and you love professional wrestling as much as I do, if you live for these earth-shattering moments that make your heart race and your palms sweat, then please, I'm asking you from the bottom of my heart, hit that subscribe button. Join the SLAMZONE family. We break down the most intense, most emotional, most jaw-dropping moments in wrestling history, and I promise you, we're just getting started. Ring that notification bell because trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next on this channel. Now, let me take you back. Let me paint the picture of what led to this moment of absolute chaos. The arena is packed. The energy is electric. You can feel the tension in the air, thick enough to cut with a knife. The crowd knows something is about to happen. They can sense it. That collective breath being held by 20,000 people, all waiting, all anticipating. Paul Heyman walks out first. That familiar smirk on his face. That arrogance that has defined him for over 2 decades in this industry. He's holding a microphone, and you know what that means. Heyman is about to do what he does best, talk, manipulate, twist words into weapons. The suit is immaculate. The confidence is overflowing. But there's something different tonight. Something in his eyes. Is it fear? Is it doubt? Or is it the realization that he's finally pushed the wrong button on the wrong beast? The crowd starts to stir. They're booing, they're chanting, they're restless. Heyman raises the microphone to his lips, and before he can even get a word out, before he can spin another lie, before he can manipulate another situation to his advantage, that music hits. You know the one. That bone-chilling entrance theme that makes your blood run cold. The roar of the beast. And when Brock Lesnar appears at the top of that ramp, the entire atmosphere changes. The air becomes heavier. The lights seem dimmer. Every single person in that arena knows that something catastrophic is about to unfold. But here's what makes this different. Lesnar isn't bouncing. He isn't hyped up. There's no signature jump. No fired-up intensity. Instead, he's walking. Slowly. Deliberately. His eyes locked on Heyman. And in those eyes, you can see everything. The betrayal. The lies. The manipulation. Years and years of being used as a weapon while Heyman collected the glory. Heyman's face tells the entire story. The color drains. The microphone drops from his hand, clattering on the steel ramp with an echo that sends chills down your spine. He starts backing up. Stumbling. Panic has completely taken over. This isn't the smooth-talking advocate anymore. This is a man who knows he's about to pay for every sin, every lie, every betrayal. The crowd is on their feet. The energy is absolutely insane. Some people are chanting Lesnar's name. Others are just screaming. The anticipation is suffocating. You can feel it through the screen. Imagine being there. Imagine the ground shaking with every stomp of Lesnar's boots as he closes the distance. Heyman tries to talk. His mouth is moving, but no sound is coming out. He's pleading, begging. Those same lips that manipulated Lesnar for years are now desperately trying to find the right words to stop what's inevitable. But there are no right words. Not anymore. The time for talking is over. Lesnar reaches the ring. He doesn't slide in. He doesn't rush. He climbs the steps with the patience of a predator who knows his prey has nowhere to go. Heyman is trapped. Cornered. The ring that has been his stage, his platform for decades of manipulation, has now become his prison. And this is where it gets absolutely brutal. Lesnar enters the ring, and Heyman drops to his knees. He's pleading, hands clasped together. You can see him mouthing the words, begging for mercy. The crowd's reaction is split. Some are screaming for Lesnar to destroy him. Others, believe it or not, are feeling the emotion of the moment. Because despite everything Heyman has done, despite all the lies and manipulation, there's history here. Real history. These two men have been connected for so long that watching it all crumble is genuinely heartbreaking. But Lesnar's face shows no mercy. No hesitation. He reaches down and grabs Heyman by the collar of that expensive suit. And in one terrifying moment, he yanks him up like he weighs nothing. Heyman is completely at his mercy. Dangling. Helpless. The bravado is gone. The confidence has evaporated. All that's left is raw, genuine fear. The first throw is savage. Lesnar hurls Heyman across the ring like a ragdoll. The impact of Heyman's body hitting the mat echoes throughout the arena. The crowd erupts. Some are cheering. Some are gasping. Heyman tries to crawl away, but there's nowhere to go. Lesnar stalks him. Every step calculated. Every movement deliberate. Heyman makes it to the ropes, trying to use them to pull himself up, to escape, to do anything. But Lesnar grabs him again. This time by the back of the neck. And the look on Lesnar's face is chilling. It's not rage. It's not anger. It's cold determination. This isn't about emotion anymore. This is about sending a message. The second throw is even more vicious. Heyman flies through the air and crashes into the corner turnbuckle. His body crumples on impact. The suit is torn. His glasses have flown off somewhere. The man who always looked so put together, so in control, is now completely broken down. But Lesnar isn't done. Not even close. Hold on. I need to pause for just a second because if you're feeling this intensity right now, if your heart is racing watching this unfold, then do me a favor. Hit that like button right now. It helps us out more than you know. Subscribe to SLAMZONE and become part of this incredible community. We're building something special here, a family of wrestling fans who appreciate the art, the emotion, the storytelling. And trust me, this story is far from over. Where was I? Oh yeah. The complete and total destruction of Paul Heyman. Lesnar picks him up again, and this time he doesn't throw him. He lifts him onto his shoulders. The crowd knows what's coming. The energy reaches a fever pitch. F5 position. Heyman is completely limp, completely defenseless. And Lesnar just holds him there for a moment. Letting the moment sink in. Letting Heyman feel the fear. Letting the world see what happens when you betray the beast. Then it happens. The rotation. The spin. The impact. Heyman crashes to the mat with devastating force. His body bounces from the impact. He's not moving. The crowd is absolutely losing their minds. The referee is checking on him, but Lesnar waves him off. This isn't a match. This isn't about winning or losing. This is about retribution. And you think it's over? You think Lesnar is satisfied? Not even close. He drags Heyman's limp body to the center of the ring. The crowd is buzzing with nervous energy. What else could he possibly do? Heyman is already destroyed. But Lesnar has a message to send, and he's going to make sure everyone hears it loud and clear. He lifts him again. Another F5. The second one is somehow more brutal than the first. Heyman's body hits the canvas with a sickening thud. His arm is twisted at an unnatural angle. There are genuine gasps of concern from the audience now. This has gone from a beatdown to something else entirely. Something darker. Security starts rushing down the ramp. Other superstars from the back are trying to get involved. But Lesnar stands in the center of the ring, dominant, powerful, unmoved. He's made his statement. Paul Heyman lies motionless, suit destroyed, body broken, spirit crushed. The camera zooms in on Heyman's face. And this is the image that will haunt him forever. The great manipulator, reduced to nothing. The master of words, silenced. The advocate, abandoned. EMTs rush into the ring, and Lesnar finally exits, but not before taking one last look at the carnage he's created. You want to know what makes this moment so powerful? It's not just the physical destruction. It's the symbolism. For years, Paul Heyman used Brock Lesnar as his instrument of chaos. He pointed, Lesnar destroyed. He spoke, Lesnar acted. But what Heyman failed to understand is that you can't control a beast forever. Eventually, the leash breaks. Eventually, the monster turns on its master. This was inevitable. From the first lie, the first manipulation, the first moment Heyman put his own interests above their partnership, this ending was written in stone. We just didn't know when it would happen. But now we know. And the wrestling world will never be the same. Heyman is stretchered out of the arena. The crowd is still buzzing. Some are chanting Lesnar's name. Others are stunned into silence. This is one of those moments that transcends the show, transcends the storyline. This is real emotion. Real consequence. Real impact. And as I'm watching the replay, as I'm breaking this down for you right now, I'm still getting chills. Because this is why we love professional wrestling. Not because of the predetermined outcomes, but because of moments like this. Moments that feel real. Moments that make us feel something. So let me ask you this. Where do we go from here? What happens next? Can Paul Heyman ever recover from this humiliation? Will Brock Lesnar face consequences for this assault? And most importantly, what does this mean for the landscape of professional wrestling moving forward? These are the questions we'll be exploring right here on SLAMZONE. So if you haven't already, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop a comment below and tell me what you think. Did Heyman deserve this? Did Lesnar go too far? I want to hear your thoughts because that's what makes this community special. Share this video with every wrestling fan you know because this is the kind of moment that defines an era. This is history. This is legendary. This is the night the Beast destroyed his advocate and reminded everyone why he's the most dangerous human being to ever step foot in a wrestling ring. Thank you for watching SLAMZONE. Thank you for being part of this family. And remember, legends aren't born in victories. They're forged in moments of absolute brutality. And tonight, we witnessed a legend cement his legacy in the most savage way possible. Until next time, keep it real, keep it intense, and I'll see you in the next breakdown.